after Hoonigan, we had one mission, and it was to drive more. And honestly, the only person living up to that is Hurt.
He's gotten so much track time doing drift events all over the place. Drift Appalachia, Grid Life, Danger Dan too.
Dan's been driving, but Hurt really has figured it out.
Yeah.
I'm tired. We need to drive more. We did a lot of work with Hyundai when we were at Hoonigan. We were fortunate enough that they said to us, hey guys, we want you to come do some stuff with our motorsport team. First step to all that is
right here. And we're here getting our competition license.
Start, fire up. Clapping hands. Look at us, we look official.
A little official too early because we haven't taken the classes yet, but hey.
We don't have a racing license and we haven't done any races, but we have racing suits.
We got the suits. And as you might see, we got a little logo going on here. Part of what we're doing this year is we're starting a brand. We're getting on track more. We're just trying to do all the things that we wanted to do max at Hoonigan. Now just build a life around that.
And honestly, a big part of Hoonigan was like, we were a big family and it was a little bit of a bummer like getting away from that and not having the crew. We figured Ron and I really wanted to do something together and maybe even loop in the boy, keep the team together. And honestly, I hope that Scotto could find some time to help us do some stuff too.
We've seen a little bit of Zach. We might even go visit Hurt.
Hurt and Danger Dan, a lot of you guys ask about them on my channel. Hurt moved to Georgia, Dan's in Ohio. We all talk like every day, but it sucks that they're far away. So we're trying to at least keep the SoCal crew together, like doing stuff.
That's right.
But our first thing is we want to catch up on some driving. We got to go get a license.
Right here at Skip Barber Racing School in Road America.
Apparently racing is like really serious and you can't just like show up and do it. You have to come out, take a school, get some accreditation, and then actually pass this class before you can even enter the race.
It's kind of wild. No matter how fast you are on like a time attack day, track day, cutting fast laps is only half the battle. There's such an art to passing where you can, where you can't, where you turn in lines, off lines, do you get a penalty?
Yo, it's crazy.
There's so much that goes into that. Not to mention flags, track etiquette, when you could go out. There's so much that goes to wheel racing. And that's what we're learning about today.
And cars are really expensive, so you can't just go like wad them up. And guys, look, I know that on-track racing content is really boring, so we're not gonna do a lot of it, but we are gonna take you through like what we're actually learning and our experience here. I think it's gonna be super interesting, but we're not gonna do track day school content. So if you were nervous and about to bail, stick around.
And as much track time as we've had through our life, I'm actually picking up a lot. There's a lot of technique and finesse here.
Yeah, let's be real. We came to this school being like,
it's a formality. We know what we're doing.
They'll just hand us the license.
Yeah, they'll be like, you guys have done donuts and stuff. Like, we've seen you on the internet. You guys are good.
First gear rips in a parking lot?
It's crazy. We've learned a lot already. I'm stoked to kind of get through this school because honestly, I'm really nervous to go racing. So we have races coming up. Ron is doing VIR in July. I'm gonna be racing here at Road America in August, actually on my birthday, but we got a lot of training to do before that.
I gotta take this and put it up here.
Oh, I was thinking about if we went to Turkey, I wanna take these and put it on my butt.
Let me see your butt.
It's non-existent. There's just nothing there.
What do you mean?
Do I
There's
get a butt?
nothing there.
Do we both need to get...
First things we did here were actually some of the most disrespectfully boring looking packs I've ever seen. Wow,
Questioning
this is a huge
everything.
mistake.
Yeah, we show up, this maroon Nissan Altima in a parking lot.
And we're like, dude. And we had to drive through a stop box and then around an apex out through another box. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be a long day. It doesn't do the thing. But I learned some of the most important driving disciplines while doing 25 miles an hour.
Genuinely so. You have to get out of your head that you're just here to haul ass. This is all about finesse, how you come off the gas, how you get on the brake, how you get off the brake, how you rotate the car.
Spotting your apex, your exit.
Yep, where your eyes are, where everything, and they do it in slow cars, so you get the feeling you're not getting a car out of control or anything. And then you get in the car on the track, and you're like,
it all makes sense.
wow, yeah. Most frustrating thing, messing up at 20 miles an hour.
Oh, nothing
is
makes
so
you feel like such an
demeaning.
idiot.
It's so demeaning to yourself.
As you learn more about what you're doing, you quickly see how it's all about keeping weight on the front wheels through braking and slow release to keep that front end grip before applying throttle. Where to keep your eyes on where to go.
Yep.
Like really basic stuff that sometimes, like even as guys who've done tons of track days, don't really think about. It seems sort of foolish, but as soon as you get out on track, all that stuff compounds and is like majorly helpful.
So then we go from the kidney bean, they put us on the track. Not full beans, but we get full track, get used to it, get used to the car, solo laps.
Road America is a very fast, but also very technical track. There's really no slow corners. Everything is like flat out.
So open lapping, they have a stop box in the middle of the straight. And every lap you come in, and if you messed up somewhere real bad, the instructors come up to your car and they're like, hey, they listen to your tires, your throttle, and watch your brakes. Brake a little later, get on the gas earlier and more progressive, and that'll shoot you out the straight. And you look at the mile per hour on your exit, you're like, dude, I'm going 5 miles an hour faster, and I felt like I was going slower. Yeah.
Smooth is fast.
And you move over the freeway.
The last thing that we did, probably the gnarliest, passing.
Yeah.
They teach you the etiquette of how to pass on track. And honestly, it's over our heads. There's so many ways to do it that I don't think that there's any way to learn it except for massive seat time. But they teach you the fundamentals of how to pass. It's scary.
I was working at this, and the guy was being nice and letting us by.
And it was still scary.
Right. I can't imagine being in a fight with someone going in a corner.
With other cars around.
Yeah.
The second you're driving and you have to pop out of that airfoil to pass.
Yeah, you're offline.
Right behind the bumper of a car.
Yeah.
So all of your visuals go away. And then you have to go offline, max attack, then do something completely offline. So you're like slower into the corner, braking heavier, trying to get back to that apex and accelerate, all while like hoping that this person isn't gonna like crunch you in.
It's a lot happening at
gnarly.
once. Sick. I feel like I came away with the time.
Well, the thing is like you can't practice passing except for at a race. The risk at the race is you have your car, you have your competitor's car, your lives and the people around you at stake. So you can't really go in and just be
dive bombing everything. And,
yeah, you can't just like
send.
ignorantly go full send and pass people. You have to like know the protocols of what to do. Because when you do track days, it actually does instill a little bit of bad habit where like when a yellow comes out, you slow down. Whereas here, they're like a yellow means caution, but keep going your full speed. There's a lot of things that you learn at track days that are like, if you get black flagged, it's like slow down, get into the pits. Out on race day, it's like, no, keep your full pace because
but then go into the pit.
You have to go into the pit or you're gonna go around a caution, but you wanna maintain your pace so you could keep your position. And it's like a lot of that stuff is things that I think people get wrong a lot. So it's cool to learn that and like understand what to do on race day.
It's all little details like this that make all the difference between you finishing a race or you getting sent to the pit and being like, yeah, better luck next time, bud.
And if you're wondering why we're wearing race suits this entire time, it's because we can't fit pants under it. So this is what you guys get. Probably one of the most important things I've learned is Mitsubishi still makes cars? Yo,
They still make the Eclipse.
Okie dokie, this vehicle sucks. We finally got some laps at the end of the day going like full beans. It's kind of crazy because some of the most boring looking crap I've ever done in my life was actually some of the most helpful stuff that we've done.
The most I learned was about finesse.
You think the more aggressive you feel, the faster you are, but like 90% of the time you're just over driving.
It feels so sick.
It's so different from like drifting or rally or any other discipline because you have to be like super assertive with your inputs,
right?
But smooth because it's all about balance. Like learning that, even just driving around like stupid cones, it's teaching you like the building blocks of that, and then you apply it with more and more speed.
Finesse is actually way faster. They had spotters at each corner that were telling us and putting down notes, and they were like, yo, you're overloading the front tire on my first session, and you're asking too much of it. You're braking too hard, you're turning in too hard, like smooth everything out, and then you'll pick up more speed on the straights. And I did, and they were like, yeah, you were faster on the straights.
Your boys are gonna have to get in shape because just doing a couple laps, I'm like, boy, I'm tired. many heats we're gonna race or like 45 minutes?
And it's only gonna get hotter too. But that's for another day.
Future us needs to get in shape.
Yeah.
Tonight us needs food.
How can you not get fried cheese curds in Wisconsin?
In the Mitsubishi Eclipse.
Cross.
That's a Bofsky. What?
Bright and early from Wisconsin, but we're here for Road America and we are running late. Got all the boys out here that are in absolutely no rush to get started, even though we gotta be at the track in what?
We should go now.
Living like a blind man.
Dude, first like hot session out on track. So much fun. This track's pretty scary. I've done a lot of time attack, time trials style stuff. Staying consistent lap after lap after lap is so hard.
I'm pretty sure I won. I won lead follow. There may have been a car that finished ahead of me, but still. First place, baby.
The Ultima beat him though. Officially a professional race car driver with a suit that's branded, and we even got a race car on the way. We don't have it yet, so we can't show you, but that'll be coming soon. Big shout out to Skip Barber for having us out, letting us come and do this. One of the guys that like runs the show here.
That's crazy. He's the most Long Island dude on the planet. His energy is off the charts.
It's an early turn in, my friend. We'll make the best of it. I'm floored right now. I don't know what to do. I'm just encouraging you. Still on the brake and delicately stay with some brake and run back. Rah! Through the other lane.
Big shout out to Joe and Skip Barber for letting us come out. I learned a ton here. I can't believe it. I came in kind of just thinking that this was a formality, but honestly, I don't think that I would want to go racing without having come here and learned what I learned.
100%. Walked away with so much track knowledge, passing knowledge, flag knowledge that I never really knew. Honestly, it was a really good experience.
So we got a lot more race car style content coming out. I promise you guys, we will not make like race coverage content, but I do want to share the journey of both of us getting to actually get some seat time, because Ron won't make a YouTube channel, so I'm just gonna do his on my channel. Next week, Ron is actually racing Pikes Peak, so I'm gonna drive the Ferrari 360 out there. Hopefully it makes it, and we're gonna go cover some stuff at Pikes. I think it'll be really fun, but we'll have more racing content over the summer. We don't get to actually go race for a couple months, so be patient for that, but it'll be coming out soon. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for the support. We're out.
You're the best.
Gotta catch this flight.
Was it on my face?
This man is only clutch kicks and throttle.